Hi, Anna. Welcome to Startup Grind. And today, Anna is going to be with us with a fireside chat. She is the CEO of Coins Telegram, and it's a marketing company. And she's actually interviewing a lot of people, and she's doing marketing and services for a lot of other crypto projects. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and how did you get into crypto? I'm really sorry. I think there's some kind of okay. You have to unmute, I guess.
Hello, Anupam, and
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you for invitation for this interview. So my name is Anna, and I'm from Ukraine originally, and I'm currently CEO of Coins Telegram. And we have a group of companies. We have crypto funds, news media, and as well YouTube channel. And additionally, we have PR agency, so we work with different tech companies, mostly
Yeah.
with crypto and blockchain. And we help projects with promotion in media, with publications into financial, business, crypto media like Forbes, Entrepreneur, Finance,
Okay.
Yahoo, TechCrunch, Cointelegraph, and so on. As
All
well,
right.
we help develop projects on different regional markets in Russian-speaking countries, Europe, Asia, Middle East, Latin America. So basically, whatever region the project targets. Additionally, we work quite a lot with different YouTube and Twitter influencers. This mostly for direction of work with crypto projects. And as well, we do different social media campaigns.
All
And
right.
my journey in crypto, I got into it in 2017.
Okay.
And my background is international law, and my group mate had internship in law company in Ukraine, which
Mhm.
deals with crypto and blockchain, and was around beginning of 2017. So I knew out from him about Bitcoin, and I heard this word, and I started googling with that, got interested. And generally, before I've been always interested in financial markets, but
Okay.
I didn't really get deeply into that. So I
All
attended
right.
some seminars or something like that. And then crypto became my first asset actually, but
Okay.
I didn't invest into it immediately.
Mhm.
I started reading about this crypto stuff, and I told unfortunately about my intentions to invest to my parents. And as you know, all the people are usually more conservative, so they told me not to do that. So unfortunately, I didn't buy Bitcoin at $2,000. But in around half a year, in October 2017, I
Okay.
was invited for the interview for one crypto startup. I saw a project, and I started working with that project. And from that time, I started buying my first crypto.
All right. So, which was your first crypto? Bitcoin.
Uh, yeah, of course. At that
Okay.
time, Bitcoin already cost quite a lot, so I just bought a fraction of Bitcoin,
Okay.
and I invested quite a lot into Ethereum.
All right.
And
All right.
currently, I have quite a big portfolio of different altcoins.
All right. So, why did you select Bitcoin, and why after that, why did you invest in Ethereum?
So basically, Bitcoin is just like the basis. It's
Mm-hmm.
the first cryptocurrency, and I think that everybody should have it, at least the fraction of Bitcoin.
Okay.
And Ethereum, it was as well the second cryptocurrency, and people around me recommended it to me. And this was at that time I was like only at the beginning I didn't understand so deeply things. Like now I understand why Ethereum is the future, because we have such a big ecosystem and so many projects developing and building on Ethereum.
Right. Right. All right. So, I mean, right now, which is a favorite cryptocurrency?
I can't say that I have any specific one favorite
Okay.
cryptocurrency. So first of all, Bitcoin and Ethereum are just like a must cryptocurrencies to
Okay.
have. And as well, I like some other cryptocurrencies which gave me good returns, like for example, Polkadot,
Mm-hmm.
Solana, Cosmos Atom,
Okay.
Avalanche, as well. Like see some new potential
Oh,
projects, like for example, Osmosis, which is on Cosmos. and currently it's only on the native exchange.
Okay.
So as well, I bought it somehow as well earlier, and it gave
Okay.
me good return.
All right. So, how did you earn your first crypto dollar? So, how did you earn your first crypto? As in by providing services, or how did you make your first crypto?
Yeah, so it's that time when I worked with ICO project, I specifically asked them to pay me in crypto,
Okay.
so they paid me in Ethereum.
Okay.
And
So you paid in crypto.
currently as well, mostly all the clients pay in crypto, and it's so
Okay.
easy, no hassle with the banks, intermediaries, long waiting time, and etc.
Absolutely. Okay. Perfect. So, I'm sure you've been investing into NFTs as well, right? So, how do you actually view NFTs, and what and how do you see the future of NFTs in the coming years?
Frankly speaking, I didn't really invest into NFTs.
Okay.
I invested into some altcoins of NFT projects, like for example, Flow, Dapper Labs,
Okay.
Rarible,
Mm-hmm.
Avagashi.
Okay.
I'm sticking more like to traditional investing into tokens, like to fundamentals of the project itself,
Okay.
and NFTs still are quite overhyped for me, and
Mm-hmm. Right.
somehow there's the future in it, and especially Generation Z prefers all digital things, not like physical things. And we talk now quite a lot about metaverse worlds, gaming, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the biggest use case for now for the use of NFTs in gaming,
Mm-hmm.
like as well. When there is allowed to make NFTs interoperable,
Right.
as well, quite interesting use case for the music and like the ownership rights, and to allow the creators to get the royalties through the sale of NFTs.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there are like different use cases. The biggest, of course, is probably all these GPGs, different
Mm-hmm.
images, video. But
Mm-hmm.
this was a big question why somebody buys for thousands, hundred thousands of dollars some
Right.
just NFT stones.
Okay.
And for me, it's like big gambling. And when NFTs cost such very big sums, it's just to
Mm-hmm.
play
Mm-hmm.
a game between a very narrow circle of people who got
Mm-hmm.
rich from this crypto industry.
Okay. So as I understand, I mean, a lot of what you're doing right now, you're investing a lot of your money into crypto, obviously. And other than that, you're providing services, right? So,
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, what is your strategy for investing? I mean, how do you invest? What do you see in a project whenever you're trying to invest? You're looking for hype, or you're looking for exact like a technical specifics or something like that? I mean, what's your take when investing into cryptocurrencies?
Mostly I'm looking at fundamentals of the project, what
Mm-hmm.
is the team, what they are doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't invest that much into some new projects.
Mm-hmm.
Usually these projects which are on the market like at least for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I got into a few projects which were just possible to bought on Uniswap.
Mm-hmm.
But like for example, Quickstop deck,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and like they got listed on Coinbase and some other big exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so my strategy is probably more somehow risk averse.
Okay.
So I just invest into trending projects or
Okay.
like a project of related to NFTs,
Uh-huh.
not something very like specific super new. Like as I mentioned, only Osmosis is
Okay.
relatively new project. And I played a bit with some meme coins, but it was only Doge with the pump of Elon Musk. And
Right.
I played a bit with Shiba, and it was like very just investment before the listing announcement.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and
Mm-hmm.
I just owned like around 30% in 1 hour. So the Shiba Inu was listed on Binance, and I bought
Right.
it before listing 1 hour before, and then I sold in 30 minutes after listing.
Mm-hmm. So right now you're in Dubai, right? So you live in
Yeah.
Dubai and you are right now speaking somewhere. I saw some posts on, I think, LinkedIn or something.
Yeah, so before Corona, I used to travel quite a lot to different conferences all over
Hmm.
the world.
Hmm.
From the last year, I partly live in Dubai because here is quite active blockchain
Hmm.
scene. There are plenty of different events, like almost every day something
Hmm.
happening.
Okay.
And additionally, from 1st October, there will be Expo 2020, and moreover, a lot of blockchain conferences happening in October, and I'm speaking almost at every
Okay.
conference there. Like
Hmm.
the biggest is called GITEX. It's
Hmm.
a very big technological exhibition, and within it there is Future Blockchain Summit.
Hmm.
And as well, I will be speaking at a conference at the Expo 2020, and it will be the first
Right.
blockchain conference
Right.
within, and as well, I speak at some other
Okay.
ones which will be happening here in Dubai.
So, which was, as you said, I mean, you started in 2017, and you spoke at for a new project, right? So, what did you speak on your first conference, and how did it go?
So my first conference was at ICO project, and it was in Moscow. And basically, it was a road show, so I
Okay.
just pitched the project on the stage.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Uh, So let's move to the next question. Can you just share what are some of the crypto projects in the space you look up to? Because obviously you are very active in the community, right? And you have been like traveling and you've been meeting a lot of founders and stuff. So which projects do you think are very active as well as very good to invest in for the people who are actually doing the stream, right?
So I can say about Ethereum as a project, and for the new investors, it's a pretty safe investment.
Right.
However, there are a lot of complaints about gas fees, but still,
Mhm.
it's the biggest ecosystem, and nobody beat it yet.
Yep.
And as well, so I follow some other big projects, like I mentioned before, Polkadot, Solana, Avalanche,
Mhm.
Cosmos.
Okay. And which ecosystem do you actually prefer? I mean, obviously, Ethereum is, I mean, Ethereum is the main thing, but other than this, what other ecosystems do you prefer and do you think will be really big in years to come?
So Binance Chain is as well getting a lot of attraction, and
Mhm.
a lot of projects building on it.
Right.
And there are as well some complaints that Binance is centralized, so maybe
Yeah.
it's not so big, but still, I think that it's good for projects to build on the chains which got already some popularity,
All right.
because it's somehow very hard to promote some new chain, for
Right.
example. Some projects just try to build their own blockchain, but
Mhm.
they're not known yet. So maybe it will be hard for them to attract community
Right.
to those. And
Exactly.
additionally, Polygon is quite interesting,
Hmm.
and like all projects on Ethereum partner with Polygon and just have the opportunity to reduce
What about
their.
Solana? What do you think about Solana?
I think that Solana has very big potential
Hmm.
despite recent news with some outages with the system, but
Right.
still it's new, so it hasn't been tested that much as, for example,
Hmm.
Ethereum. Uh, I
Is yeah.
think that they have a strong team and getting a lot of attraction too now,
Yeah.
especially how it went up with the price.
Right. All right. So let's talk about this thing. How difficult do you think it's for the women to enter into the crypto space? Because I was talking to someone recently. Yesterday, I was trying to create an ad on Twitter. And according to Twitter advertisements, it said that 70 or 80% of the people who are into crypto are men, right? So we have like 20, 30% of the people or women into the crypto space, right? And why do you think it's difficult, and how difficult it is for women to enter crypto because of how it is?
I actually have been asked such questions many times.
Yep.
As for me, there are no barriers for entry for women, and crypto is one of the most open industries to enter. And like the main thing is just a wish of the person to enter this industry, and especially at the times of the internet, where we have so much free information for education, and
Mhm.
but as well just to start trading, participating into some projects. Sometimes you even don't have to have a capital. Like for example,
Right.
there are many private sales on coin list,
Yep.
and you can register your account, and
Mhm.
so you can participate in the private sale, and maybe you get allocation. But
Mhm.
it's some people don't have any initial budget to invest, so
Mhm.
they can if they were lucky to get the allocation in this or that project, they can just sell the account to somebody else who has the funds to invest.
Right, exactly. All right. So
I think
you basically do not think that there's a difficulty for a person or woman to enter in the crypto space. As you said, it's like very open. It's open for women, and you don't require a lot of technical skills to enter the crypto space, right?
just to invest or being the part of any project, you not necessarily need to have any technical skills.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the man developers, there are mostly men, but I think it's more the matter of interest rather than any entry barriers or something like that, because just probably more men prefer to take some
Right.
technical jobs to study IT development and etc. And in the crypto industry, I see as well quite a lot of women, and probably mostly women are from Asia. It's
Yeah.
if we talk about
Mm-hmm.
conferences and like projects and what women work with these projects. And from the crypto trading side or investment side, there are of course much more women and as
Mm-hmm.
well young girls. And I see even now a lot of girls or women from completely other industries getting into crypto because
Right.
it's getting so much hype. And I just see on the Instagram some Insta stories of models with
Right.
their portfolio and happiness from the crypto returns.
Exactly. Right. All right. So, it's all right. So, what are the barriers or like any kind of barriers that need to be broken for by the movement to enter this space or rule this space exactly?
So I think the main thing is self-education,
Mm-hmm.
and we can talk about some barriers only in very few countries where
Mm-hmm.
just the rights of women are limited, especially what we see now with the situation in Afghanistan and
Right.
Taliban,
Mm-hmm.
where they just getting back into mid-centuries, where they even don't allow education for women or work to women. And so this is a sad thing. Or, for example, like there were a lot of restrictions till recent years in Saudi Arabia for women,
Mm-hmm.
what profession to choose and
Mm-hmm.
what to do. But generally, crypto is such an open space and such a friendly space. I've
Mm-hmm.
never so open and approachable people in any other industry at any other conferences. So you can
Right.
easily come to any founder of the big projects and get acquainted and talk and get insights about the industry,
Okay.
share your thoughts and etc.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right. So, what do you, okay, for the people, for the woman who is trying to enter the space, right? There are a lot, as you said, there are a lot of new people trying to enter the crypto space, and what they need to keep in their mind when they're trying to enter. And what are the prerequisites? Obviously, you said that it's all about self education, it's about learning, understanding. But what other things do you think people should or the women should keep in mind when either they're trying to invest or start a new company in crypto space?
We now have so much information, so now it becomes the matter which information is reliable and which sources to trust. So it probably comes as well with experience, because I understand as well from my side. When I just began, I was very naive, and
Mhm.
when I started, it was time of ICOs, and a lot of people just came with the idea and no product, nothing at all,
Yeah,
and
right.
they raised
Okay.
just millions of dollars, and
Mhm.
then those disappeared.
Okay.
And at that time, is there even some projects with MVP, with some users, etc., but they didn't have clear intentions. So as well, those projects hired some nominal advisors, nominal CEOs, and etc.
Right.
And a lot of those projects just scammed people.
Mhm.
So at that time, I as well was quite attracted by some projects, and I didn't really understand that maybe like it's not true what they show, and it much comes with experience, and as well
Mhm.
uh, new buys can be guided by some media, but by some reliable sources, like for example top media,
Mhm.
CoinDesk, Cointelegraph,
Mhm.
Decrypt, Deblog, and
Okay.
they they give quite good updates on the projects and etc. And as well, when you decide whether to invest into any project or
Mhm.
not, you can check by which media the project was covered. And I watch quite many YouTube channels,
Okay.
and as well, it's good that influencers usually say when they have a sponsored section and when they
Mhm.
recommend from themselves.
All right.
But as well, from the investment side, like everybody says, it's nobody knows where the price of Bitcoin will go,
Right.
whether it will go up or down.
Mhm.
And I think it's a matter whether you are here for the long term or not.
Mhm.
So uh, you don't need always to expect like some quick gains and get rich quick schemes.
All right. All right. So you spoke about some YouTube channels, right? Which
Yeah.
YouTube channels do you watch, and which one do you want to recommend others? Obviously, first of all, I mean, obviously, it's your channel. I think it's the White Crypto, right?
Yeah, we make quite a lot of interviews there,
All
and
right.
we met quite a lot of
Yeah,
interesting.
we'll
Uh,
post that in the description. We'll post the channel link on the description. But which other channels do you want to recommend? Which do you watch?
yeah, I watch Allo Trade channel. I
Okay.
used to watch as well Ivan and Tech channel, and it
I
was
want to.
good for some news updates. But
Okay.
currently, he got mostly into
Mm-hmm.
his project, so he doesn't make videos
Okay.
quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
As well, I like Bantless channel.
Yeah, crypto banter. Mm-hmm.
On Solana YouTube channel, they have some interviews and panel discussions.
Right.
Another interesting channel is Blockbox,
Right.
and they as well introducing institutional investors to the industry,
Right.
and make different interviews, panels
Mm-hmm.
with people from traditional financial world.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Pompliano channel is as well cool.
Mm-hmm.
Data Dev.
Okay. All right. We'll add these channel which you recommended to the description there. So, okay. How has crypto actually changed your life? So, how was it before crypto, and how is it now?
So before crypto, I finished my university
Uh-huh.
around two and a half, yeah,
Okay.
2.5 years ago.
Okay.
When I got to crypto, I was still a university student, and I ran other business before from 18 years old, but then crypto became a priority for me.
Okay.
So I got into it full time, and actually, crypto industry gave me the opportunity to travel,
Mm-hmm.
and as well, it's probably completely changed my mindset,
Right.
and I think that crypto blockchain industry gives the opportunity to grow very quickly, and
Mm-hmm.
as well. like I mentioned, that at any no other conference you will be able so easily to reach people at a very high level,
Right.
and and crypto industry gave me quite a lot of great networking opportunities, and learn from the smartest people
Mm-hmm.
in industry, and
Mm-hmm.
like since startups, learning how to build companies, learning
Okay.
investments, etc. And of course, crypto is the best investment and gives the best returns.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Okay.
it's my only investment asset. So I am obviously happy from it.
Right. Okay. So, moving to the last question, which projects or which cryptocurrencies do you think we should watch for? Basic on the technical things, obviously, you're attending a lot of conferences, you know a lot of insights, you know a lot of technologies and things we don't know about, right? So, which projects do you think are great to invest in or maybe to walk in for the people who are actually trying to start a business or trying to like merge their current business into crypto?
So if anybody just wants to invest, as I mentioned many times, it's
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yep.
And another thing, if yeah, you should evaluate your risk returns,
All right.
and like everybody recommends not to invest your last money.
Right.
Uh, so like as for me, it's better to invest as much as possible and to be here in the long term. So you may invest in even maybe not that good project, but
All right.
if you're here for the long term with like even if we see a bear season and just maybe in a few years altcoin season uh, will be here again, and
Right.
you may discover in your wallet much bigger sums, maybe like 10 times more, like I had, for example, with waves tokens. I
Right.
hold them from 2017 and bought them just like for
Oh,
$200, and then discovered 10 times returns in 4 years,
right.
and it was cool. And
Nice.
another rule is that the lower the market cap of the
Right.
project, the bigger returns are possible.
Yep.
But as well, it depends on your risk appetite.
Mm-hmm.
And as for recommendations into which projects to invest, like I mentioned, just projects which are quite popular now, for
Yep.
Solana, Polkadot, Avalanche. As well, recently the Player-owned projects became quite popular, like Axie Infinity. But unfortunately, I didn't invest into Axie Infinity. But I'm not sure that it's still good time to invest into it because it rose quite a lot.
Right.
I bought tokens of another
Okay.
Player game, Guild Games, and
Okay.
A16Z invested into it. And I actually checked quite a lot what investors the project
Right.
got,
Okay.
and the most reliable, credible investors are considered to be from US,
Okay.
and or like the venture arms of the leading exchanges like
Right.
Kraken Ventures, Coinbase Ventures, Binance,
Right.
and etc. So it's as well a good approach to check whether it's good investment or not.
All right. All right. All right. So we can, the viewers can follow you on Twitter and YouTube, right? So we'll post the link on the description. And this is going to be live on YouTube very soon. All right. And thank you for your time, Anna. We hope to see you soon. And thank you for your all the information which you provided. And let's speak soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.